So all you will need is heavy whipping cream, 4 cups of heavy whipping cream, and 3.5 tablespoons of buttermilk. You can use a jar or medium size bowl for this project. So I'm going to place 4 cups of heavy whipping cream, or you can use heavy cream. It doesn't really matter which one you use, just 4 cups of it. And then you are going to use buttermilk, just 3.5 tablespoons of buttermilk. And then I usually just get a fork and I'm going to kind of mix the buttermilk with the heavy whipping cream just gently without really stirring it too much or too long. So now we're going to cover the container with a lid and kind of lift the side like this. Or if you are doing it in a jar, you can just twist it so that it's not all the way sealed so that the air can escape, and just leave it in a cabinet or kind of in a warmer area for 2 days. So 2 days later, this is what it's going to look like. It's going to have a kind of like a sour cream or creamy consistency, and you will also need a food processor. So as you can see, I don't have a large food processor, so I'm just going to place a little bit, just like fill it up halfway. So I'm going to start blending, and it just takes maybe a minute or so. You will start seeing mass separate from liquid, so you will see a kind of buttery consistency, and then you will see a liquid on the side. I will show you that in just a second. So as you can see, it has completely different consistency. I'm going to grab a spoon so that I can show you side by side what it looks like. So I hope you see the difference here. I'm going to show you a different way as well so that you can see that the mass actually has liquid separated from it. So as you can see, there is a lot of liquid in there. So that means that it is ready for you to go to a next step. So I also wanted to mention that you should not overblend the mass, because it will just completely turn into something else. Not sure what it's going to turn into, but as soon as you see the mass separating from liquid, you just need to stop. So I'm just going to place this into a separate large container and continue doing the same process with the second half. So now I'm ready to show you guys what you need to do next. So as you can see, I've placed all of it into a large container, a large bowl. And then I'm going to get a spoon and I'm going to kind of press the mass onto the plate or onto the side so that I separate all of it from the liquid. As you can see, there's a lot of liquid that you will get, and we completely have to make sure that we throw that liquid away. So now we will need some water, drinkable water or clean water. And we're going to continue doing the same thing, just pressing the mass against the wall so that it separates. We're pretty much washing the butter right now. It's already butter, but we just have to wash it until the water turns to completely transparent. I'm going to throw away the water and repeat the process, like I said, multiple times until the water in the bowl becomes completely clean. So, over time you will start seeing that the water is not as cloudy anymore. It's becoming clear. And so you just have to make sure that it's really, really well washed. And then, we'll see the next process. So this is me doing this last time. I was just making sure that it's completely cleaned or there is no buttermilk left over. So as you can see, it's pretty good. So I'm going to throw away the rest of the water and then we'll continue the process. So now we're going to begin just pressing against the butter so that we separate the water. So there's no water stuck somewhere inside the butter. And yeah, just hold the bowl kind of upright position so that the water drips down. And then I'm just going to empty the leftover water into a bowl, just like so the butter is not wet now. Okay. So this step is completely optional. I like my butter salty, so I usually put a little bit of salt, but you can totally skip the step if you would like. So now we are going to get a pretty container and the butter is ready. You can enjoy the butter.